Hey, welcome back to Quantum Code. Hope you're doing well. Here in France, we are under lockdown number 2, and it's quite boring to fill an attestation every time you want to go out. So I decided to hack this and make my phone do the job for me. To start simple, I decided to try to generate an attestation from my computer using Python and Selenium package. Only a few lines of code and voila. This program loads a page and fills the attestation very quickly. Impressive. At this point, I scanned the QR code using my phone to know what informations were hidden in it. And as you can see, there are all informations visible in the attestation, plus the generation date and time. That means you cannot cheat and create an attestation in front of a policeman saying you did it 30 minutes ago. Cool. Now I'll go to Flutter to create an actual mobile app. So now I am creating a Flutter project. I'll start with the front end, which is about creating and designing the pages and making sure you can navigate properly in the app. It is quite common to start with the front end and then do the back end, which in my case is about loading the page, filling it with the user data, and downloading the PDF file to the phone. I just finished the front end of the application, so I have all the layout and I'm quite happy with it. I can select the reason I'm going out right here, and then there is also a parameter button. So if I click on it, I can enter all my informations, and then I can hit save. And if I close the application or if I come back, all my information will be saved. So now let's dive into backend, aka the difficult part. So I coded the backend interaction with the web page using Puppeteer, which is as easy as using Python and Selenium. But apparently I cannot open a Chrome browser on a mobile device. So I will need to rethink everything and try a different way. I'm currently searching about WebView, so I'll try this out. After a lot of trying, I finally get something which seems to work. So I have a WebView and a WebView controller, which allows me to evaluate JavaScript. So I passed this command, and if I hit generate, as you can see, there is my first name written here. So this is really good. Now I need to fill all the informations with the user data. So now you can see my settings here, and if I click generate, it loads the page and we have all the data here. We still need to fill the hour and to check the reason, and then we'll be able to generate it. Now I made a little bit of progress. So if I select, for example, sport as a reason to go out and I hit generate, it check the corresponding checkbox. So this is the one about sport basically. Now I still need to fill the hour with the current time, and click on generate, and I need to see where is the attestation saved and how I can open it or do something with it. Okay, right now I fill everything on the web page, and I even click on the download button and it initiates a download. Just watch this. All the informations are in, and it says that the attestation had been downloaded to my phone. But then when I watch the notification, it says that the download has failed. This is due to the URL. Like this here we have a blob, and I need to handle it by myself because those functions don't do it. So yeah, I'll have to do all my code again, even if I already did it, like, I don't know, 5 times or something like that. Okay, so I'm really happy right now because I tried a lot of things and spent a lot of time on it, and I was quite desperate at the end because nothing was working. I was having issues with the type of URL, which was a blob type, and I didn't understand what to do with it. So at some point I even gave up all this strategy and tried to do it with Firebase Cloud Functions. So I learned, I didn't know how to do it, honestly. So I learned the basics, and I tried this thing, but I didn't know how to save the PDF file. So I was also struggling a little bit with it, even if I think it's possible and not that difficult. But I finally found some help. I asked on Stack Overflow, and there is this guy, Robin Loop, which answered me with a really complete answer and really educative with the links and everything. So that's really cool. I don't understand everything. I just understand the process. And for sure, I wouldn't have been able to do all of this by myself because there are things I never heard about. So yeah. So now it is working. I'm gonna show you. I have my settings here, and I can choose any reason. And if I hit generate, so it loads the page, and then as you can see, I have my PDF file right here. So this is the PDF I have to show when I'm outside. There is all the information. I don't know if I can zoom on it or yeah. So this is all the information we selected. The reason is here, and all the data, all the settings are here too. So yeah, that's really great. Now I think I'm gonna try 2 last things. First, I want to generate an attestation every 30 minutes because the main reason I go out is this reason, which is do some sports and like walk outside and stuff like that. But it's limited to 1 kilometer and 1 hour away from the house. So I want to be able to generate attestations every 30 minutes. And so I always have a valid attestation with me. So that's the goal. I'm going to try this, and I'm also going to try to generate an address. So if I'm not in the 1 kilometer perimeter around my house, it will generate another address. So I tried a little bit to generate my attestations every 30 minutes. I have an event which is sending notifications, and if this is on, it will send notifications every 30 minutes. There is one which should come up right now. Yes, we have it. So this part is working, but I cannot really generate the attestation because I cannot have this web page trick that I used running in background, or I didn't find a way to run it in background. I think it may be possible, and I had idea to try to solve this issue, but I don't want to. It would like imply to write down this once again, and as I did it already like more than 10 times, I'm quite bored with this, so I'm just gonna like not implement this generate every 30 minutes function. Otherwise, I'm gonna rename this auto location, and I'm gonna try to use an API to find a location nearby. And I think this 30-minute thing is not that important because it's so easy to generate an attestation. Like if you think about it, you can just like take your phone, generate one, and do it again every like 30-45 minutes, like whenever you want. It's really quick, so I'm gonna try this. So now let me introduce you COVID Hack 2.0. Let me show you the parameters. I've set a random address and random city, like my city, and random zip code. And if I enable auto location and hit generate, we have here the address of this phone. So it's an emulator, so it is an address in USA, I suppose. But we have the number of the house, the road, the zip code, and the city name. And I tested it on my phone, and it's like fully functional because it gave me the address where I live. So that's really crazy. And yeah, whenever you enable it, it will replace your address by your location basically. So and you just have to remove it to get an attestation with your parameters. Like this is what I've put in it. So those are my parameters, and whenever I check auto location, it will find my location and replace it. I finally added a little bit of tweaking to the app, so we have those buttons highlighted, and this one is highlighted if you didn't fill your informations in the settings. We also tried to publish it on the Play Store for Android. So for the moment, it is in review. We don't know how many time it will take. It can be days or weeks, depending on Google, basically. But whenever this application will be available, I'll link it in the description and in the comment section. So if you are interested, or if you live in France, basically, you can just go there and download the application. And I'll leave the source code for my Patreons. So if you want to check it, go support the channel on Patreon. And finally, leave a like and subscribe to support this channel. Thank you and see you soon.